Good evening. It's Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News from Luna Lending.
Bring the energy that America has to bring it here to Beaver Creek, because last year we got shut down.
The crowd was loud and the snow was fast for day one of World Cup ski racing at Beaver Creek. The Swiss went 1-2 for downhill. Justin Muricier in first, Krystal Globe winner Marco Odermatt in second. Top American was Bryce Bennett in sixth. That's his best result at Birds of Prey. At the finish was a former ski racer.
Paul Rechtberger. I'm an Austrian living in Utah.
Rechtberger is now working for VIX Protection, supplying cut-proof base layers to the U.S. and Swiss teams.
It's just amazing that you can see almost the entire track from the bottom. The weather is great. The people are great. It's just always a spectacle here.
He picked Odermatt as one of his favorites to win.
It's going to be either Odermatt or Kriegmeier today.
His other favorite, it's an old neighbor.
He only lives about 20 miles down the road from my parents' house, so I have to root for him.
Seeing World Cup skiers for the very first time are these two.
I'm Alita, I'm from Minnesota.
I'm Bowden, I'm from Minnesota.
They are your next generation of World Cup skiers, racing now for Team Afton of Afton Alps. What's your favorite type of ski racing?
Slalom.
You love slalom? How about you?
GS.
Back for round 2 at Birds of Prey is Stacy.
Last year was our very first time. Unfortunately, all we did was eat and drink because sadly the races were canceled. So we're very excited to watch it this weekend.
Longtime Summit local Paul Chudkowski's been coming to Birds of Prey for 19 years. But his favorite memory, it's from the chairlift.
Dominic Paris got on the lift with us, who is the Italian downhill racer who's won it. Not that year, it was his first year. He was the nicest guy in the world, spoke perfect English, and he's a real wild man, and we're rooting for him.
Paul knows what it's like to stare down that Birds of Prey race course. So do Casey and Chris from Summit.
When I ski it, it's scary.
Frightening.
First Chair Friday, we had one question for ski racing fans. What is the fastest you have ever gone on skis?
Bike, I've been 55 miles.
We teleski, so it's always slower.
10 miles per hour for Mom.
I'm a learner.
58 miles an hour. That was on Krystal, which is in Arrowhead.
Maybe about 55.
Between 80 and 90.
I've gone faster on a bike.
Today's top speed, over 80 miles per hour. World Cup men are back at it again tomorrow for Super G. Sunday, it's the Giant Slalom. In other ski racing news, making her return to ski racing tomorrow, it's Lindsey Vonn. She'll compete in the FIS downhill at Copper Mountain. On Facebook, Vonn calls it a training opportunity, saying 100% will come in time, but not tomorrow. In local entertainment news, on stage for Theater SilCo this season is A Christmas Carol. And this production, with 7 humans and a cast of puppets, is no bah humbug.
My favorite scene might be the Cratchit dinner scene, in which I'm playing puppets. I don't want to give too much away. It's very silly and also very heartwarming.
That was DC-based actor and SilCo veteran Hunter Ringsmith. With such a small cast, everyone has multiple roles.
Fred, Nephew Fred, Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, Mr. Fezziwig.
On stage with Hunter is another SilCo veteran, Sharon K. White of Denver.
Mrs. Cratchit, Ghost of Christmas Past, and various and sundry other folks.
Sharon K. adores performing at the holidays. Every show leaves her feeling light on her feet.
All the Christmas titles that I've done, including Christmas Carol, they all have very much the same message of love, giving, coming together with your fellow man, woman, human.
As Tiny Tim says,
God bless us, everyone.
A Christmas Carol shows now through December 22nd with Theater SilCo. Tickets online. And in local sports, tonight Summit High Hockey is playing Glenwood Springs and Breck. Girls swimming and diving is out in Glenwood. Tomorrow, wrestling opens the season at Golden. After the Tigers play tonight, the Breckenridge Vipers are back on the ice at the Steve for Game 1 against the Sin City Kings. Puck drop for the Vipers, 7:30. Phil Lindeman, Krystal 93 News.